Anybody that's come to the RDACBX knows that our #1 motto is, you can't just oppose, you gotta propose. Okay. You can't just oppose, you gotta propose. So we understand that what is happening today is a result of a quickly and very quickly and violently spreading source of gentrification that is going on in the South Bronx, where real estate developers are foaming at the mouth at the prospect of the millions of dollars that they will make with this land. However, as a hip-hop community, we understand that this is our land. As a hip-hop community, it's the birthplace of hip-hop. We understand that conditions of poverty, conditions of unemployment, conditions of lack of access to health care and proper and dignified housing are still issues that we are dealing with here in the South Bronx. And it is an atrocity that a community space that has provided young people to be able to grow as artists, to practice culture, an alternative culture to the corporate mainstream driven nonsense that you hear on the radio. An alternative culture that does not put down the women in our community. An alternative culture that talks about issues like social justice, liberation, self-dignity, and freedom. We also understand that we have served the community because we are the community. We are the people that we serve. And we have to understand that when we go out and do festivals like the South by South Bronx Hip Hop Festival, when we open up and try to start an initiative for a Richie Perez radical library, you know what I'm saying, and try to push the idea of reading books and of learning about our histories through people that have written our own history that look and sound like us, which is denied to us in an educational system, that the system is going to feel uncomfortable with that. We understand that when we talk about what's happening with gentrification is that it is a battle versus between rich and poor. That we are in the same police precincts which in the 80s put out movies like Fort Apache that compared it to the Wild Wild West. And we're seeing that it is still a world of cowboys and Indians out here in which we are being attacked, in which a space that young people came to for after-school programming, workshops, and summer youth employment has been shut down in a borough where an after-school activity for our young people, sadly, is being stopped and frisked like there's no tomorrow.
That ain't right.
What we're talking about today is an eviction, and we say a violent eviction, in which my brother DJ Illinois was getting some rest after we had come back from being on tour in Berlin and performing at Ithaca College, where he was getting some sleep, and he's awoken by U.S. Marshals, 4 NYPD officers that are armed, and told that he has 5 minutes to get the fuck out. And then they proceeded to change the locks. And today we witnessed them throwing away the belongings, our couches, our music equipment, our art, our 4.5 years of hard work thrown away into the garbage. I don't know about y'all, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I feel like this is a moment for feeling a little bit of anger, feeling a little bit of rage. But at the same time, what we gotta talk about is that hip hop has always been a culture of resistance, and we're gonna channel that rage. We're gonna channel that rage through our lyrics. We're gonna channel that rage and anger to organize more and more. Because I have a strong feeling that these brothers had no idea who they were messing with. That we will not stay quiet, that we will not accept this, we will not stay silent. And now I think is an important time for us to let our elected officials know that there is a need for a building for hip-hop in the South Bronx. Woo! And we aren't asking, we're not demanding, we're just letting them know that there's a need and that a new building, with or without their support, is something that we seek to acquire and will obtain. Okay?